Nobody wants to say this out loud, but there's a quiet shift happening. More younger women are choosing men over 60. And it's not about money, it's not about status, and it's definitely not about looks. In fact, most younger men are losing to men twice their age, not because they're weaker, but because they're emotionally predictable. The truth is uncomfortable. After 60, a man either becomes invisible or he becomes magnetic, and the difference isn't age, it's psychological dominance. Let me explain why some younger women feel safer, calmer, and more attracted around men over 60, and why most men completely misunderstand it. Nobody says this openly, but the dynamic between younger women and men over 60 is shifting, quietly, without announcements, without headlines, and most men don't even realize it's happening. The mistake many older men make is assuming attraction fades with age. It doesn't. What fades is careless energy. What disappears is emotional impulsiveness. What remains, if a man has done the internal work, is gravity, and gravity pulls without effort. Younger women are surrounded by noise, constant validation, fast messaging, emotional volatility, men competing loudly for attention. When they encounter a man who doesn't rush, doesn't overtalk, doesn't react instantly, it feels different. Different becomes intriguing. Intriguing becomes magnetic. A man over 60 who is grounded doesn't seek approval. He evaluates. He doesn't fear silence. He uses it. He doesn't try to outshine younger men. He stands apart from them. That distinction is everything. Because attraction is not always about who is the most energetic. It is often about who is the most stable. Stability feels powerful in a chaotic world. And when a younger woman senses that a man's emotional state cannot be easily disturbed, something inside her shifts. Respect grows first. Desire follows respect. Most younger men skip that step. They aim directly for desire through intensity. But intensity without control collapses quickly. A refined older man understands pacing. He knows that tension builds slowly. He understands that silence can speak louder than explanation. And when he speaks, he does so with intention. That intention creates weight. Weight creates presence. Presence creates pull. Emotional control is the hidden currency here. After decades of life experience, a man has either mastered his reactions or become ruled by them. There is no middle ground. If he is still easily provoked, still chasing validation, still needing reassurance, age will not save him. But if he has processed his past, the heartbreaks, the failures, the disappointments, he carries a calm that cannot be faked. Younger women test emotional strength instinctively. They tease, they delay, they withdraw slightly, not always consciously but consistently. These moments reveal the truth. If he reacts with insecurity, attraction weakens. If he reacts with calm confidence, attraction strengthens. The difference lies in regulation. Regulation is not suppression, it is controlled expression. He feels emotion but chooses how to display it. That choice signals leadership. Leadership does not mean control over her, it means control over himself. And self-control is rare. A composed response like, "It's handled" or "We'll see," delivered without tension, communicates certainty. Certainty reduces anxiety. Reduced anxiety allows her to relax. Relaxation deepens connection. In age gap dynamics, emotional steadiness becomes more attractive than physical traits. Physical traits fade. Emotional mastery compounds. The older man who understands this does not try to compete in youth's arena. He competes in depth. Depth always outlasts surface. There is also a psychological contrast at play. Younger men often operate at high emotional speed. Quick excitement, quick frustration, quick attachment, quick disappointment. That speed creates intensity, but intensity is unstable. The older man who has slowed down disrupts that pattern. He does not mirror emotional spikes. He absorbs them. When tension enters the conversation, he lowers his tone instead of raising it. When she challenges him playfully, he smiles rather than defends. This subtle non-reaction creates polarity. Polarity is not about dominance through force. It is about difference in emotional rhythm. He becomes the anchor while she expresses movement. Anchors are trusted, and trust amplifies attraction. Many older men sabotage this advantage by overcompensating. They attempt to appear younger, faster, louder. The moment they compete directly with youth, they lose the advantage of maturity. Maturity's strength lies in restraint. Restraint signals abundance. Abundance signals confidence. Confidence without arrogance becomes magnetic. The more internally secure he is, the less he needs to prove. And when he no longer needs to prove, he becomes unpredictable in a calm way. Predictable reactions are easy to control. Unpredictable, calm is not. That unpredictability sustains intrigue. Intrigue sustains desire. Another overlooked factor is how nervous systems interact. Humans co-regulate. When one person is anxious, the other feels it. When one person is grounded, the other relaxes. A man over 60 who has cultivated inner steadiness influences the emotional climate simply by being present. His breathing is slower. His movements are deliberate. His eye contact is steady. These micro-signals communicate safety. Safety does not eliminate excitement, it enhances it. When she feels emotionally safe, she becomes more open, more expressive, more playful. That openness deepens intimacy. Intimacy strengthens attachment. Younger men often chase emotional highs. Older men who understand psychology cultivate emotional depth. Depth creates lasting bonds. In a world addicted to instant gratification, patience becomes seductive. When he does not rush physical escalation, when he does not demand constant attention, when he allows space without fear, he communicates strength. Strength that does not pressure. Pressure repels. Steady presence attracts. Over time, this consistent composure builds admiration. Admiration transforms initial curiosity into sustained desire, and sustained desire is built on emotional reliability. Respect is the foundation here. Without respect, attraction fades into novelty. Younger women may initially be curious about the age difference, but curiosity alone does not last. Respect grows when she observes consistency. If he remains composed under stress, generous without neediness, affectionate without desperation, she registers emotional maturity. Maturity does not mean dullness. It means measured intensity. He still flirts, still leads, still shows interest, but he never loses frame. Frame is the invisible boundary that protects self-worth. When a man loses frame, he seeks validation. When he maintains frame, he invites connection. That shift changes everything. Instead of chasing approval, he offers presence. Instead of reacting impulsively, he responds thoughtfully. Instead of fearing loss, he accepts uncertainty. Acceptance removes desperation. Desperation weakens attraction. A man who can enjoy companionship without clinging to it projects freedom. Freedom is compelling. It signals that he chooses her, not because he needs her, but because he values her. Choice feels powerful. And when a woman feels chosen by strength, rather than need, attachment deepens. Ultimately, the advantage of a man over 60 is not age itself. It is the potential refinement age can bring. Refinement is earned. It is built through reflection, discipline, and emotional accountability. If a man has done that work, he radiates quiet authority. Authority without aggression, confidence without noise, mystery without manipulation. Younger women may not articulate why they feel drawn to that presence, but they feel the contrast immediately. In a culture dominated by emotional overexposure, restraint becomes rare. Rare becomes valuable. Valuable becomes attractive. The older man who understands this does not try to dominate through control. He dominates through composure. He does not rush to secure affection. He allows it to develop. He does not panic when tested. He observes and chooses his response. That internal control becomes his external magnetism. In the end, attraction in age gap dynamics is not about proving worth. It is about embodying it. When a man leads himself first, he naturally leads the interaction. And when he leads calmly, consistently, and confidently, he does not need to compete. He becomes the standard. If you're over 50 or 60 and you've been blaming age for your dating results, stop for a second. Be honest. Is it really your age, or is it your reactions? Because the men who struggle are not losing to younger men. They're losing to their own insecurity. So here's the real question. When pressure hits, when she pulls back, when she tests you, do you react, or do you stay composed? Drop one word in the comments.